Study abroad route allows you to gain global experience that prepares you for global citizenship so that you can contribute your quota to the world. Okay. Today I want to talk to you about Vantage Migration Impact Tripod. Vantage Migration Impact Tripod. How many things can you see? How many of these can you see? These are like they're like diamonds, right? They're like diamonds, and there are 3 of them. Can you see? If you can see, say yes. Can you see them? So today I want us to talk about Vantage Migration Impact Tripod, right? Like 1, 2, 3. Meaning, what are the major areas that we're making impacts in the lives of people who decide to work with us? That's Vantage Migration Impact Tripod. So there are 3 major areas that we're going to discuss there. This will represent each of them, okay? There are 3 major areas that we are making impact in the life of people that decide to follow the Vantage way, okay? So, and these are the 3 of them. So we're going to talk after them, one after the other. Yeah. Look at it. Vantage Migration Impact Tripod. All right, these are the 3 things that we are working on in the life of people who decide to follow the Vantage Migration way. All right, so we're going to talk about them one after the other. Now, starting with the first one. When you follow Vantage Migration way, which means you follow the study abroad route, which is the fastest, easiest, and surest way to relocate to the country of your dream as an expatriate, okay? Not beggy, as an expatriate. One of the things that happens to your life is that you are exposed to global experience. Global experience, like you get to study in another country, you get to see how things are done differently, you get to learn from foreign professors, right? And so you're never going to be dropped, like you will never be held back by the excuse that your education is not at par, your this is not at par. So it's like anything that would have been a barrier to your success, I mean global success, right? Anything that would have been a barrier to your global success is immediately shattered in such a way that your new experience in your new school makes it feasible for you. In fact, gives you an advantage. How? You have education from your home country, you have foreign education, so it's like you are better than somebody who just had education in their home country or in the country where you are, because you have a combined experience, right? Now, this global experience equips you for global citizenship. Global citizenship simply means that you have that capacity to function at the global level. It's not talk. You prepare yourself. You can never say you want to. You can never. Let me finish it before I say what's coming to my head. You can never say, for example, you want to be WHO president, United Nations president, World Bank president, and you just want to do it with an education that you got from a school that, it's not going to work. Think of, like, this is an assignment for you if you are watching me right now, in case you don't know it, right? This is an assignment for you. So that assignment is go to YouTube, go to Google the people, choose any of the top organizations, WHO, United Nations, UNICEF, World Bank, all the different big ones. Choose them. Look at the profile of the people that have contested for any big organization. Look at their profile. They usually have different kinds of education. So when you go through our pathway, you go through the Vantage way, you go abroad to study, you prepare yourself for global citizenship. Not just with mouth, but you improve your capacity, right? And from there, you can go on to be anywhere. I know someone who went abroad to study specifically, and eventually he started working. Okay, he went to Switzerland to study, finished, did his internship at WHO Geneva. After that, he started working for Global Fund. That is what I call global citizenship, right? So, how will you do it? Let's pick any school that is any local school that you know. How will you do it with just education from that place? So, study abroad is the way forward if you want to be a global citizen. It's not even just enough to relocate to another country. There are many ways to relocate if that's just what is hungering you, right? I know people that will marry people in the new country just so that they can stay. I know people that will decide to fall out of papers and just remain in the community. But what you notice is that 20 years down the line, somebody relocated abroad and you don't hear about them. Because they went through routes that we never allowed them to raise their head. So, study abroad route allows you to gain global experience that prepares you for global citizenship so that you can contribute your quota to the world. You have the capacity, develop it. You have the potential, develop it. No, don't, if you decide to remain where you are, then don't blame anybody if you are not the exceptional person. I can boldly tell you, contrary to what some people are going to tell you that racism, this, I can boldly tell you that if you know your onions, you will hold world-class positions. Let me give you an example. Do you know Okonjo-Iweala? Do you know her? Do you think without all the things she did, getting even another citizenship, schooling in top universities, do you think she would have been able to contest for the big positions she contested for? She wouldn't. What? So, getting those things that she got, external education, even a different passport, all those things qualified her to compete. Alright? So, when you're following the Vantage way, we are showing you the way to become a global citizen. Alright? That is the first impact we make in the lives of people who follow the Vantage way. Woo! Vantage way, Vantage way, Vantage way, okay? Now, there are 3, right? So I've removed 1. Remaining 2. Let's talk about the 2. So the next thing we do for that person, or the impact we make in that person's life, is what? Economic development impact. Economic development impact. You will agree with me that many people, especially if you are from a developing country, many people from developing country don't have, not everybody, but many people from developing countries don't have the financial or economic capacity to do the things they want to do in life. So that can even become the reason their dreams don't get to manifest. You want to travel out, you want to go for a conference. Let's say you're a researcher in Africa, you want to go for a conference. Except the conference, you want to go to an international conference. Except the conference organizer pays for your flight, you cannot come. Do you understand what I mean? So, economic empowerment. So, when people travel out to study, most times when they finish, they also work in the countries where they studied to get work experience in preparation for global citizenship, right? To get work experience. But the thing is that suddenly they are paid in dollars, they are paid in pounds. Whether we like it or not, these are currencies that have so much value compared to many of the African currencies or even South American currencies like CDs, like shillings, like CFA, you know, like Naira, right? You agree with me that dollar and pounds are more, right? Whether it's Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, US dollar, UK pounds, and you know, and all that, or euro. So you see that When people travel out to study and eventually they start working, remember, students can work. So this doesn't happen after they start working, after they graduate. This starts immediately they arrive at the new country. Suddenly they start making money that allow them to go do so many things for themselves. But also, it allows them to bless their family members. Many people today, especially if you are the firstborn or something, or secondborn in an African family, I'm using an African for example, in an African family, not everybody again, but a lot of people, right? You have to take care of your younger ones. There may be 5 people attached to you. The ability for them to go to school or not depends on your ability to make money. You see? So, what happens when people travel out, they start making money? Economic empowerment. Economic empowerment. The money they are making, they use it to help themselves, to advance in their career, but also they use it to help their family members, especially those ones that are still coming up. Somebody's brother or sister or cousin is going to go to university because the sister or the brother or the relative went abroad. Do you understand? Meaning, if you did not go abroad if you did not go abroad, that person may end up being a school dropout, which increases poverty. These are realities. We are not here to make it sound nice and blame it. You can disagree with me all you can, but you know that what I'm talking about, they are realities. And for sometimes some people are going to say, "Oh, but that's not my case." Thank you and God bless you. Congratulations, you are the exception. If you look at a country like Nigeria and the population, you know, how many people can, even the traveler, how many people can even pay their school fees if you're not going on scholarship? Do you see the point? So, I understand and I agree that what I'm describing is not the story of everybody. Right? But even if it's not your story, I want you to know that you are the exception, not the rule. Because a lot of people traveling out, especially through study abroad, where they are expatriates, all right, and they are getting global experience, preparing themselves for global citizens, global citizenship, gives them economic empowerment to better their life and to better the life of their loved ones. So I've talked about the second impact we have on people who are going through the Vantage way, all right? Second impact we have on people who are going through the Vantage way. The third impact we are making, this is the third one, the third impact we are making in the lives of people who decide to go the Vantage way is that they have community development impacts. The capacity to become a community developer. I have seen people that traveled out and they are able, because of the second one, right? Economic empowerment. They get to their home country. Like, see, it's like the second impact rubs off on the third impact, right? Second impact is economic empowerment. But once that person is economically empowered, they do things for themselves, they do things for their family, but also they do things for their community. One, I've seen people who traveled. Okay, no, let's not say I've seen people. Let's start with me. Dr. Linda Iheme is a dentist, working. She cannot even help herself. I traveled few years down the line. I can help myself financially, right? I can help the people around me financially, right? But that's not it. That's not the end. We partnered with an organization to build a primary school in one of the states in Nigeria, which is my home country. All right? We partnered with an organization, an NGO, to build a school. Do you think I would have had money to build a school if I was just, you know, if I continue with my 80,000 naira job? No, answer me. Answer me. Because when I'm giving examples, it looks like they are far. You're looking at a living witness, somebody who is making community impact because she traveled abroad, because she went through study abroad, because when we say travel abroad, if somebody that is listening to me today now decides to jump into the next ship crossing via Libya to this, I can promise you that 20 years down the line, you have not raised your head where you are. That is if you don't even end up in prison. We are not talking about that type of migration. We are talking about what? Vantage migration. Not as a company now, as a phrase. Vantage migration, which is the study abroad route. That is vantage migration, is the study abroad route. Understand it. All right? I have been, as I look, sometimes, oh God, I look at myself at the mirror and say, hey, Dr. Linda, oh, really? Partnered with an organization, something that community have been waiting on government to do for God knows when. And government have not done anything as of the time we saw the community and the organization. Do you think we would have been able to do I would have been able to do it if I did not become economically empowered through study abroad? No. So the point is that when you become economically empowered, which is the second impact, the third impact is a natural phenomenon that comes out of the second impact. Because when you have, what is left is for you to give. Right? That is one. I also know someone who traveled abroad, and today, as of today, when I am making this video, I'm not saying yesterday, as of today, when I'm making this video, they are currently opening a borehole in their community, which is going to make access to water for that community very possible. A borehole in their community. So you see that community development start happening when there are people that travel through the Vantage way and they are making impact and they are economically empowered, they are developing their community. All right? So you also see people that travel, the moment they become economically empowered, they start building houses in their community in such a way that that community that was filled with thatched roof and everything suddenly is having very awesome standard houses in those communities. So community development is one impact that going through the Vantage way makes on you. So now we've talked about three. All right, we've talked about three impacts that our impact tripod advantage migration, where we introduce people to introduce them to travel through the Vantage way, which is the study abroad way, and this leads to three major impacts: global experience and global citizenship for the person traveling through us. One, economic empowerment for this person who is traveling, who start working and earning pounds and dollars. Economic empowerment for them, which helps them to progress in their career and to help their family members, immediate family members. But also, it gets to rub off on the community. As these persons become economically empowered, they start building schools in their community. They start building borehole, which is water source for their community. They start building houses for their community. So the question that I have for you today is, do you want to travel through the Vantage way? Or you want to travel abroad through the route that 10 years down the line, you are still running about trying to get papers? 20 years down the line, nobody ever heard of you. 15 years after you leave your family and friends to travel abroad, nobody will even remember you again. Because they can't even see you. No impact in your life. No impact in your immediate family. No impact in your community. Travel through the Vantage way. All right? So this is why Vantage migration is here, making this is why Vantage migration is here, and this is why, all right, this is why our what they call it, this is why our impact tripod is important for you to understand. And let me tell you, it's difficult to achieve this when you go through another way. Or like you see some people now, without working on their mind and everything, they just say, they'll just, somebody will just help them look for school. These days, I hear of very shameful things where people will use technology, somebody else will put their face and be talking with the school. People use technology, you don't want to learn anything. Okay. When the person finish using technology to use their face to replace your face and do interview and get you the slot, when you get to the school, how are you going to stand out? Is that how you want to become a global citizen? Imagine the president of your country. If you want to talk now, he will use technology to replace his face. Is that how you want to become a global citizen? All right. So, this is our impact tripod, and I hope you've understood it. When you work with us, you go through Vantage Scholarship School. It enables you to travel abroad through the study abroad routes. But the tripod impact is what you're also going to receive. Prepares you for global citizenship. Okay? It helps you to get economically empowered so that you can help yourself, help your family, help your immediate family members, right? But also it prepares you so that you can have community impact. You can cause community development, where you are building houses in your community, where you are building schools in your community, where you are building water sources in your community, hopefully where you are building roads in your community, So I urge you to travel abroad. I urge you to go through the Vantage way. I urge you, because it will benefit you, benefit your family, benefit your lineage, benefit your generation. Oh, I did not say something because I just left it there. Let me tell you. So my children by birth, they will be Canadian citizens and US and Nigerian citizens at once, because born of Nigerian parents, born in Canada, for example. So the thing that I did is not just going to benefit me, my community, and the people alive right now. It will benefit my unborn children. Unborn children. Can you believe that? And eventually, my lineage. Don't you want to have that kind of impact? Don't you want to have that kind of impact? This type of tripod impact? Don't you want to have this type of tripod impact? Where you benefit yourself, your family, your community, your lineage, hopefully your generation. Okay. I'm trying to add okay. So please, if you requested to join, okay, check please. Woo! By the way, we are next. Do you know?
Oh, I'm
happy. That's
wow. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Where are you
calling from?
I'm calling from Nigeria.
Okay.
Port Harcourt.
Port Harcourt, that's awesome. Okay, what's your question or comments?
Okay, I just joined you. Sorry, I just joined 5 minutes ago. My issue is I'm a lawyer. I have a master's degree. So I'm trying to immigrate to Canada.
Okay.
Going through study. Am I to look for another course? Because I'm trying to get another course to do, because I've been advised that I can get a second master's in law. I've watched your webinar. I've watched it. I don't think that subject was covered. So I'm trying to, it's about getting a school and getting a course. How can I get a course that is related to law, which I can do a second master's in?
Okay, good. I love the fact that you said you've attended our webinar. So is there anything preventing you from joining Vantage Scholarship School?
Sorry?
Is there anything preventing you from joining Vantage Scholarship School? Because since you said this is your challenge, and like you are sure this is going to be hard, Like, we know how to do it by attending Vantage Scholarship School, right? So is there something that is preventing you from joining Vantage Scholarship School?
Well, mine is that if I could know the courses I can, go into before I could even start every other thing. Like, I'm just trying to find out which courses are related that I can do with a law degree.
I see your point.
That is my first challenge.
So this actually is a full lecture in Vantage Scholarship School. Is a full lecture, and there is an assignment where, based on what we're teaching, you get to find 10 different programs based on that lecture, and that's just like the beginning. So if you were to join Vantage Scholarship School, cost to apply for will not be a problem. Even that masters that they talked about, there's a way to go around it. But even if you're not applying for masters, there are other programs you can apply for. Do you get?
Okay.
Because if it's somebody that maybe they've not attended our webinar, I can just answer that question. But I don't want you to. There's something that usually happens. The person will pick that advice and run. By the time they are coming back, 1 year is gone. Right? So it's a disservice. So if there is nothing, that's what I was trying to find out. Is there something that is stopping you? But if it's just more like, oh, so that I'm sure you are 100% sure that I am 100% sure that when you join Vantage Scholarship, programs to apply for will be a walk in the park, because they will never be your problem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then again, is it best for transcript, is it best to apply and just keep my certificates with WES? Or am I sending them back?
Most schools don't need you to go through WES. So I wouldn't even advise you to go and do WES evaluation. I did not do WES evaluation. Most of my friends don't do WES evaluation. You know, why I use the word most is because somebody can decide to do it. It does not mean that it's compulsory for them to do it. The same way somebody can go and write that year TS, it does not mean they need that year TS. So somebody can do it because they want to do it idiosyncrasy kind of thing. Like, I just want to do this thing, here. But do you need it? No.
Okay. So finally, are you saying this study is the best bet to immigrate to Canada right now?
Yes.
Because the other ones are not working.
Not that they are not working, apart from the fact that COVID slowed things down. Even people like, let's say something like express entry for, I don't know how long, they've not drawn through the normal route. But that is not why studies is the best route. Even if most people that come here through, let's say, express entry, they go back to school. Nothing less than 70% of them go back to school.
Okay.
Because employers want to hire people. Like, an employer will not discriminate that you are from Nigeria and somebody else is from Canada. But they will discriminate that you have Nigerian education and somebody has Canadian education. Meaning that if you have, for example, Canadian education, you don't have any barrier. So most people, when they come, they still go back to school. But think of it, they spend longer time going to another route. When they still come back to school. More than 70%. If you know anybody that has moved to Canada maybe in the last 2 years, if you ask them, they'll tell you. Except they don't want to tell you the truth. They'll tell you that they went back for study. Whether it's a diploma, whether it's a PGD, whether it's a master's, they must go back to school. Most of them. There's only few people that will not go back to school. Only few people. And
I hear you.
They're not going back to school because it's compulsory. But you will just see that you have a lot of advantages when you go back to school.
Yeah, my fear with going through study is that I might now request for my visa and they won't give me with my kids.
No,
if I have
family now, you can travel with family.
I have so many friends that have their kids were denied, visa. And they had to go alone. So that is one of the things that's also holding me back, because I don't want to leave my kids here.
I see your point. How long have you been following me?
Not too long. Not too long. A couple of months.
A couple of months is a long time. But
no, like just 2 months. 2 months.
I understand your point. So you scroll through, especially for Instagram, scroll through my posts. You will see posts with mothers, people traveling with their spouse, with children, getting their children visa. You know, apart from any other country, Canada specifically, I even recently, maybe like 2 weeks ago, a lady who is coming in for her master's, she got visa herself and her 2 kids. And those are the people she applied for. So, there's a difference between this thing does not work and I don't know how to do it, so it did not work for me. So they are 2 different things. So in terms of does it work? Yes. But did it work for this person? You don't know how they did the application. You don't know what they included, what they did not include. You just see the point. So it's not a yardstick for whether it works or not. Does it work 100%? Yes. Even if you use your own hand, do your search on Canada website, you're going to see it. As a student, you can come with your spouse, you can come with your children. It is standard. So any other thing that is happening is peculiar to that person. For example, let's say I apply to come with my children. I don't have money to take care of them. Will they give me visa? No. Does it mean that people can't travel with their children? It doesn't imply that. So everybody's situation is different and nobody is telling you exactly what went on. Right? Because the only way to find out exactly what went on is to look at the documents they submitted, right?
Okay. I appreciate you. I appreciate all the advice. I will try and join. Thank you.
No problem, my dear. Thank you so much. So I have a question. Someone said, how do I join Vantage School? So how you join Vantage School is by going through the Vantage free webinar first to understand how study abroad works, travel abroad works. Then if you you get all the information. If you decide, then at that point you can actually join us. If you have more questions, you chat with us inbox. Where to find the link? The link is www.vantagemigration.ca. www.vantagemigration.ca. Okay. Someone is asking, please, do you have a WhatsApp group? No, I do not have a WhatsApp group. We don't intend to create a WhatsApp group. In case somebody is messaging you on WhatsApp and creating WhatsApp group saying it's Dr. Linda, it's not me. We don't have a WhatsApp group. We use page, social media page, Facebook page, Instagram page, so that when we are here, more people. WhatsApp, for example, have 200 and something members limits, right? How many people on my Instagram? 200 and something thousand. So WhatsApp is not the good place for me to communicate with you when it comes to talking to a lot of people. So, and like somebody joined today, occupying space, another person is going to join tomorrow. Where will they join if there is a limited group? So WhatsApp is not the best group for me. I do not have a WhatsApp group, okay? So somebody said, do you also guide through US scholarship application process? Yes, we guide people going to any high-income country, be it US, UK, Canada, Australia, Switzerland, Sweden, Ireland. You know, I've had clients that even went to Poland, Turkey, you know. So we assist people going to anywhere as well. All right, Germany as well, you know. Somebody said after my school, will they ask me to go back to my country, or what do I do next? If you go through Vantage Way, you are going to be getting admission that nobody's going to be asking you to go back to your country, because you will have the liberty to stay and to do what you need to do. All right. So and you can ask me more questions when you join the Vantage Scholarship School. You can ask me more questions. So if you are the kind of person that right now you got a scholarship that is asking you to go back to your country, it's as simple as that. You do not follow the Vantage Way, you know. Someone said, is it for Nigerians only? No, it's not for Nigerians only, okay? It's for anyone who speaks English. This is from this question is from Abigabali. It's not for Nigerians, it's for anyone who speaks English. Yes, I'm a Nigerian, but it doesn't mean that our program is for Nigerians only. And if you look at our testimonials, you see people from different countries, right? Yeah. So anyone from any English-speaking country, Nigeria, Ghana, Cameroon, Kenya, Rwanda, Zambia, Tanzania, Sierra Leone, South Africa, of course, Jamaica. Like, if you're from an English-speaking country and you're a graduate, you can work with us. All right. Someone said, "Do I have to pay for accommodation when I get scholarship?" Okay, let me tell you how this question sounds. This question is very similar to somebody saying, think of it. Let me give you something. Think of it. This question is similar to somebody saying, which school will my child go to and the person is not even pregnant? Which school will my child go to and the person is not pregnant? If you have to answer the question, what are you going to tell the person? You'll be like, my dear, there are different steps before you get to your child going to school. You first, if you are single, maybe you get married, you know, you get pregnant, you carry the baby for 9 months, you give birth to the baby, you do crèche, you do everything. Maybe when the child is 3-4 years before you start talking of school, right? Good, something like that. So I would say, even though I can give you the answer, the simplest thing for you to do is take this question out of your brain. You have not even reached, like, you are worried about something that is 1 million miles away from you. Take it away from your brain. Where do people that have traveled abroad, where do they stay? Under the bridge? So why do you think that you are going to sleep under the bridge? Take it away from your brain, because it's the least of your problem. All right? Somebody said she has personal questions. Say personal questions. So if you have a personal question, chat me inbox. But if you're chatting me inbox, ensure that you have attended the webinar first. Okay. Somebody said, do Australian universities need WAEC or NECO? If you're going for graduate studies, you don't need WAEC, you don't need NECO. If you're going for graduate studies, you don't need WAEC, you don't need NECO. So it's not about, do you need this or that? You don't need both. You don't need both. So stop worrying your head about a problem that does not exist. Okay? Somebody said, can I use work visa to migrate to Canada? What would you suggest? You can use anything you want to use. Vantage Migration promotes the study abroad route. You can use anything you want to use. Vantage Migration promotes the study abroad route. I am Snapsy said, how do I secure scholarship in Canada? Easy. If you can follow the step-by-step format, go to my Instagram page, look at the bio, you're going to see a link there. It will take you to the webinar. Or you can go to www.vantagemigration.ca and you're going to see all the things, okay? The luxury place said, please, Dr. Linda, as a graduate, do someone need WAEC or NECO to study in Canada? I said no. I said no. And if your school is asking for WAEC or NECO, most likely you're applying for a diploma, which means that you are not even going to get visa, even after you have wasted all your time. If you're applying to a school in Canada as a graduate that is asking for WAEC or NECO, check again. You're applying to a diploma program. And what does that mean? No visa for you after you wasted your time. So if a school is asking you for WAEC or NECO, it's a red flag that you're likely applying to a diploma program. All right? So some people, they'll be like, I'm a graduate, but the school says to submit my WAEC, because you're applying for a program that is meant for undergraduate people. Undergraduates will enter school with their WAEC or with their NECO, right? Graduates will enter school with their BSc, right? But when you apply for undergraduate program, what do you think they will ask you for? WAEC or NECO. So once the school asks you for WAEC or NECO, let it raise a flag to you that you are applying to an undergraduate program, which AKA means visa problem is cooking for you. Right? Kenadoma said, how long does it take me through Vantage Migration to get school answer if you start today? But you did not start today now. So you're asking if you start today, but you do not start today. You've not even started today, and you cannot start tomorrow, and you will not start next tomorrow, even with this question. So why not start? No matter how much it's going to take, how long is, like, there's a simple answer to that, but I'm addressing the mentality that is asking that question. Is it today that you saw Dr. Linda? If you started last month, you will have saved 1 month. If you started 2 months ago, you will have saved 2 months. If you even managed to start today, you will have saved yourself another couple of weeks of procrastination. So why some people, they think that when they finish dragging their feet, after they drag their feet, they will turn to an emergency for me. No. My method: start early, be an early bird. So if you're the type you are still asking, well, how long you want to take me, how long you want to take me, I am not 100% sure if you are serious yet. Somebody is asking, what are the study options for a tutu holder? What makes you think that a tutu holder cannot have a normal life? A tutu holder is a human being with awesome potentials. You just don't know how to find potentials. So what do? Get trained. Get trained. That's your solution. Get trained. It's not what are the options. When you come to Vantage Scholarship School, you will see the options. Get trained. People are missing out of opportunities because they don't know what to do. Get trained. Save yourself the stress. Somebody is saying, what do you need for undergraduate studies? Vantage Migration, we work with graduates only. People who have minimum of BSc, people who have minimum of HND. You can have masters or PGD, it's okay. But minimum HND or BSc. We don't work with undergraduates, okay? Yeah. Let's look at more questions. Somebody said, what's the option for HND holders? Attend the webinar. That's what you are going to do. Attend the webinar. You will see the answers to your question. If not, chat me inbox. We'll explain. But most importantly, start with Vantage Scholarship School so that you learn the options. Again, I repeat, people with HND are able to do postgraduate diploma. That one is not news, right? They are also able to do masters. They are also able to get scholarship. So their even study loan is available. So if you are holding yourself because of lack of information, now you don't have excuse again. Before you say, I don't know if HND, now you know. So what's the excuse? Next excuse. Next excuse. What is your next excuse, HND holders? What is your next excuse? None. All right, I thought that's much. Somebody is asking if past visitors visa refusal from US. It depends on what happened, right? Past visitors visa is not a blanket statement. Whether past visitors visa will affect a person's current UK study visa application. My general answer would be no, but it all depends. If you went to US to go and say that you have 10 wives and 14 children, and now you come back and say you are single, will it affect you? Yes. Right? So, whether it will affect you or not affect you depends on what happened. And so it's an individual, it's a case by case that require more information before somebody can advise. Somebody say, apart from scholarship, what other options are available to study? Yeah, you can study can use study loan. You can use you can pay for yourself. You can get cheap tuitions and pay for yourself. So there are options. Maybe I don't know if I understood the person's question. The person's question is, apart from scholarship, what other options are available to study? Maybe I did not understand the question, but there are other ways to fund your education. It's not only scholarship that is the answer. But of course, I always say that if you can, like, get scholarship, apply for it, get it. Because abroad, scholarship is not seen as like you get it because you don't have money. That one is bursary. That's what they call. Scholarship is seen like you are exceptional. That's why you have scholarship. So get it, even if it's 1 naira 50 kobo scholarship. Get it. Add it to your CV. It bumps you up for the next thing. All right. Let's see. Eunice is asking me what is the cheapest tuition available for UK on serious question. Eunice, if you are serious, you go through Vantage Migration, you learn, and this question will cease to exist. All right? Be a serious human being. Somebody said, does going for a postgraduate diploma with an undergraduate degree affect your chances of visa? No, it's okay. That's fine. It's okay. Let's look. All right. So if you have any other question, I'm going to end the live session now. If you have any other question, please chat with us inbox. All right. Above all, attend our free webinar if you have not done so already. Right? And where do you find the link? You can go to www.vantagemigration.ca. Okay? Or you can check my Instagram handle and look at the link in the bio. You are going to see it as well. Or just Google Vantage Migration on Google. You are going to see the link as well. Or you know, the company site and everything. So there are options. Or just ask me inbox, right? And I'll send you the link. Just ask me inbox and I'll send you the link. It's not as if it's something hard or something hard. So there are options for you. Thank you so much for staying to the end of this video section. My name is Dr. Linda Iheme. I'm an educational consultant with Vantage Migration. Myself and my team, we train graduates on how to secure admission scholarship or even study loan to study abroad in any country of their choice. Irrespective of your grade, irrespective of what you studied, irrespective of what you want to go and study, irrespective of the country you want to go to study, irrespective of the country you are coming from, provided you speak English. All right, so this is what we do. Love you, love you. Please tag somebody to this video, at least one person. I'm going to post the replay right now. If you're watching the replay, then I've already posted it. Tag somebody to this video. Ask them to watch it from beginning to end. You may just be saving your best friend's life. I'm telling you. All right? Love you, love you. Don't forget, in this video, we're discussing what? Vantage Impact Tripod.